Hello! I awake
Wait,
to the annoying din of my alarm clock. Its bright red numerals lighting up my face.
if this is
Welcome
your
to Act 2,
act
motherfucker.
act 2, and we are on the Lilly path at the moment.
On the lily pad.
And honestly, I
What's
thought I
wrong
might.
from the
I,
lily?
I thought I thought earlier I was like, oh, I'm gonna regret it. I'm not gonna have a good time. But no, I think I'm gonna have a good time. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
feel.
have the best time.
I'm gonna feel things that I didn't know I could feel
Oh, no,
before.
mate. Like, if I had to rate them in terms of feelings, like, it's like Hanako, Lily, Rin, Shizune, Emi. Like, in how much I felt through my endings. Like,
Well, there you go. So
there you go.
let's
This
go.
is the second highest amount of feels.
All right.
I've read it. It's the same alarm clock I had at home, one of the few remaining artifacts from my days before coming to Yamaku. I'd hoped that using it would help ease my transition into this new life. I'm gonna say, yeah, no such luck. Leave your, old alarm clocks behind.
Yeah.
Groggily dragging myself out of bed, I wipe the sleep out of my eyes, then reach over to my desk. I open a couple of the bottles of medication strewn across it, and swallow a few pills dry.
Oh, oof,
Whoa.
oof.
By now, the process is starting to become automatic. Something I should be glad for, given their purpose. Drink some water, love yourself, God.
Yeah. Oh no.
Feeling much more awake than before, I wander into the bathroom. While the shower warms up, my mind begins to wander as my new daily routine begins once again. The bright colours of the fireworks fill my mind, as do the two girls with whom I spent my time watching them. It feels strange to be moved so much by people I know so little about. Then again, I suppose these aren't normal circumstances. At least I have someone to talk to now, aside from my schoolmate next door. With the time left before school begins today waning, I begin to get ready for class.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're not going. Hopefully, we don't talk to Kenji ever again.
That we didn't get the bad ending.
Oh wait, I mean, it would have been
Kenji
funny.
still popped up,
I mean, the bad ending would have been funny as hell, but yeah.
Oh, it would have been so funny. So funny. Walking through the door into the classroom, I notice that I'm still somewhat early. I see about 5 or 6 students milling around, most of them looking as if they'd rather be still in bed. It's at times like this I appreciate being a morning person. That said, 2 students in particular seem just as perky as always.
Hi Shizune? Hi Misha?
Long time no see, ladies. I suddenly
Yeah.
realised that my greeting would be lost on the former, so I quickly follow it up with a wave. She doesn't seem overly bothered. Yeah, you've made your choice. Or interested, for that matter.
Hello, Hee-chan. Are you feeling well?
I can only assume her greeting comes from Shizune. It's hard to tell if she's speaking as herself or Shizune sometimes.
Better than most everyone else, I guess. You two seem bright and chipper.
Misha signs this back to Shizune as I say it, eliciting a somewhat terse answer, if her sharp and rapid arm movements are any indication. Considering that these two made such a big deal out of the festival preparations, I probably should have chosen my words more carefully.
Since you're a new student, and we've been cutting us some slack, please don't expect this kind of test to be allowed in the future.
Misha looks as if she's about to add her own comment, but quickly goes back to interpreting as Shizune continues, unabated.
Well, your contribution to Class 3-2 stall is appreciated.
Huh. Words sure got around quickly. That, or these two have their fingers on the pulse of the school.
We would prefer your efforts to be focused on the task at hand, namely, your own class.
She's just pissed because you didn't pick her.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to admit it, they do have a point. Before I can respond though, Shizune adds something more, which draws a smile from Misha.
Did you enjoy the festival then?
Lecture over, I guess.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Did you
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Oh, Cha!
Cha.
Shizune gives a short nod as Misha grins and bounces her head up and down. The contrast, side by side, is amusing. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice more students starting to trickle into the classroom. A quick glance at my watch confirms that they're a few minutes late. I look over to Hanako's seat and realize that she's already there, and contentedly reading a book. It makes me wonder just how long she's been there without me noticing. With heavy footsteps coming up the hallway signaling Muto's arrival, our idle talking comes to an end and I take my seat next to Misha. As the door slides open, he strides through with a ponderous gait. His posture is even worse than usual, and his eyes are barely staying open. I guess my quip to Lilly and Hanako about the staff was misplaced. Everyone opens their books as he reaches his desk, and the first class of the new week begins. Off we go. Gotta learn. Oh, learning over. I rub my eyes as the lunch bell. Glad for the temporary reprieve from work. Oh, God,
man, it feels so learned.
I know. I'm entirely unsurprised when I look over to the door and see Lilly standing there, cane in hand, patiently waiting for Hanako. Considering her acceptance of my request to join them yesterday, I decide to spend my lunchtime with them rather than eat alone.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanako moves surprisingly fast to meet her companion, and the two enter the hallway before I can catch up.
That was pretty fast.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus!
Lily's head turns slightly, registering the sound of footsteps behind her. As Hanako notices and follows her lead, she almost jumps in surprise.
No, I've not seen that face in a long time.
Yeah. Welcome back, old friend.
Hisao! Hello, Hisao. What was that voice? I'm sorry, Hanako. I would never make you sound like that.
Oh, hi. Sorry if I startled you.
Lily turns to greet me, helped in her orientation by Hanako.
Good afternoon, Hisao. Are you joining us?
If it's no trouble, there's not much else to do, really. Except
Lily
look at
gets
disgusting
all-
painting.
Apart from look at this, what are you going to put over the painting?
I don't know. What do you mean, what am I going to put over the painting?
Well, what are you going to put over the painting?
I don't know what I'm going to put over the painting.
Does it just come to you in the moment, or are you just like, that's what I'll do?
Yeah.
That's felt away.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just depends on the mood.
Lily gives a small nod as if to silently brush away any idea that it would be troubling in the least. We descend one set of stairs, that's not much better,
No.
and walk down the hallways to the usual room, our pace somewhat quicker than usual thanks to Lily using Hanako for direction rather than her cane in the railings.
I mean, I don't know who that is. It's not as awful as the other one, but...
No, but...
Who are the paintings? I hope I'm not actually insulting anybody.
I think they're supposed to be... I think maybe they're supposed to be facing each other, and this guy's like looking in disgust at the other guy because he's pulling a funny face.
Ah.
He's like, bro, what you doing? And the other guy's like,
I see. I just hope they're not actually real people that look like that, and I'm just like, fuck me, then. That fucking painting. Oh, fuck. You know?
As expected, it's deserted. The sound of the other clubs can only barely be heard as sunlight streams into the room from outside. Looking around the room, I notice a couple of empty easels propped up against the wall that I don't think were there before. The art club must use this room as extra storage. So you might bump into Rin now and again.
Should I get the chess out? We play chess here?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
You picked the right group.
Oh, I love chess. I suck at it, but I love chess.
Alright, okay.
So fun.
Hanako seems less tense when she's directly addressing Lily.
Fuck yeah. Oh, sorry. I
It's
like
alright.
this route. It's good route. It's good.
Okay.
Yes, I'll make tea while you sort out the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Anyway.
Oh, I can do that for you if you'd like.
She ponders the offer for a moment before smiling, confirming that I've made the right choice. Her face is remarkably easy to read.
Very well, thank you.
She slides her retracted cane into the handle of her bag and sets it against one of the table legs before taking a seat opposite Hanako. As I prepare tea for the three of us, I can hear the small wooden pieces being set on the board. I wonder how good Lily is at chess, given her circumstances. By the time I place the steaming teacups onto the table, Lily and Hanako have already moved their first pieces as they nibble on sandwiches and rice balls from their respective bags. I note that the chessboard they're using has holes in the middle of each square and pegs on the bottom of the pieces, and has each dark square slightly raised.
Clever.
Clever.
Cool. Fair enough.
Watching little fingers skating over the board, Tracing out the positions of the pieces makes me marvel a little at the simple ingenuity of the design. It must be specifically made for blind players.
Here you go.
Hanako gives a small nod as I put down the cup next to her side of the board. Lilly's hand ventures sideways slightly, so I gently place the cup touching the tips of her fingers, a gesture she seems to appreciate.
Yeah, Hisao's voice is like dangerously close to just becoming fucking Scooby-Doo at this point.
Here you go.
You know,
Here you go! A cup of tea!
A cup of
I gingerly take the seat and silently sip my tea as the two play. The contrast in their appearances while playing is interesting to watch. Hanako looks closely at the board, her face one of focused concentration. Lilly, on the other hand, keeps her head level and maintains her calm neutrality. Lilly's gentle voice addresses both of us as she continues to play.
How was class now that the festival is over?
I look to Hanako to see whether she'll answer first, but see that she's doing the same.
Not great. Half the class seemed to be dozing off, even including the teacher. Not to mention a test on top of all of that. So lame.
So lame. Hanako quietly adds her own agreement with this.
I could imagine it being a bit difficult for you, being a transfer student.
Well, I think I did fine. Other than the shock of a test coming so early, science is probably my best subject. I don't know if you knew about this. I'm like a total galaxy brain, dude. How'd you do, Hanako?
Oh, hello.
Me? Okay, I guess.
Hanako is too sincere to be able to pull off lying very well. That much is obvious. Lilly's smile slips very slightly. From her reaction, Hanako mustn't be skilled enough at academics to do very well without preparation.
Fair enough.
How'd your class handle it, Lilly?
It went surprisingly well, actually. Only one student was absent, which was better than what the teacher expected. I think I know who that was.
Yeah. With the topic all but run dry, the two concentrate on their chess game once again. I can't say I've ever liked the idea of chess as a spectator sport, but given its unique nature, for once I'm wrapped in watching the game unfold. As time wears on, both of them demonstrate decent skill at playing the game. Having captured 2 more pawns than Hanako, Lilly has the upper hand, but only slightly. Until Hanako makes a strange move with her queen. Seizing upon this lapse in judgment, Lilly takes the piece with her knight. Without hesitation, Hanako moves a pawn to take Lilly's rook on the opposite side of the board and promotes it to a queen. Lilly's face falters as her finger moves over the piece and she realizes that she just fell to Hanako's trap. It's a little distracting to have the board traced out after each move, even if it's out of necessity. Judging by Hanako's lack of reaction, she must be used to this. She and Lilly must have played at least a few games of chess against each other after all.
Check.
It's not bad at all. Nice, Hanako. It's fucking
Nice. The compliment causes her to flower into a surprised blush.
Thank you. I didn't think it would work.
I look over to Lilly, her fingers having just finished tracing out the position of her remaining pieces in an attempt to extricate her king from this bind.
I think this is checkmate.
Huh?
Oh. I take another look at the board to confirm. Sure enough, her king has nowhere to escape without being threatened by another piece. My earlier question as to which of them is better at this has just been answered.
So it is.
Lilly gives a small sigh as Hanako smiles. From their reactions, this seems like a fairly usual result.
How long have you two been playing?
Since I was young.
Lilly nods at Hanako's brief answer.
Hanako taught me how to play soon after I met her. I can beat her every now and then, but that's a rarity. I don't seem to have the right mindset for it.
If Lilly came to Yamaku at the start of high school, and met Hanako when she moved to the dorms, that'd mean she'd only been playing for about 1 year. After seeing Hanako's level of play, I'm not too surprised Lilly has trouble beating her.
But she's better at languages than I am, so...
Lilly gives an appreciative, if slightly amused, smile at Hanako's quick reversal of her compliment.
Well, that's how it is.
That is how it is.
That's how it is.
Much to everyone's surprise, the bell suddenly rings, heralding an end to the lunch break.
That game lasted longer than I thought it did.
Same. I guess we better get back to class.
Hanako was already in the middle of packing up, so I take Lily's bag and offer it to her. To my surprise, she takes it and nods, but then places it back down on the table.
I don't know why I'm finding Hisao's voice so funny now. I've been doing it for like however many episodes, and all of a sudden now I'm like... Hisao, may I make a request?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Would you mind if I were to quickly feel your face? She gonna touch my face?
I want to know what you look like.
Oh my... Oh.
No. Go ahead. I don't mind.
The question takes me severely off guard, but once again I regained my composure. It seemed sensible enough. So far, Lily's had no idea. Oh,
sorry.
Thanks, mate.
Sorry. I got too excited.
Taking mine and guiding my face before letting go.
Sorry, I got too excited.
I know you did.
Oh, she's touching my face, dude. She's touching
your
my face. Oh, look, she's touching my face.
The room is entirely silent as Lily's hand moves over and around my features, from my chin to my cheeks to everywhere else. I expected this to feel a lot more disquieting than it does. I suppose that's because the action isn't entirely a matter of practicality, being functionally no different to simply looking at someone's face.
Oh, but it's so intimate.
Yeah, her hand is soft, but what takes me by surprise is the length of her fingers, not to mention how sure even the slightest of her movements are. I have no doubt that her level of tactile feeling would be far beyond mine. Oh. Her hand briefly runs once through my hair before retreating. Excuse me. I'm sure that every inch of my face has been committed to her memory. It's only now, too, that I realise Hanako has been silently watching the entire time. Awkward.
Thank you for letting me do that, Hissa. No, thank you.
Alright, calm down.
Sorry. No, I know. I'm like a little girl. I'm like, oh, it's so exciting. Oh, romance.
No, man. See, like 8 years ago, I was exactly the same. Oh my god, touching my face.
Oh, this girl touched my face. And if I might add, I think you're quite handsome.
Yeah, not only did she touch your face, but she loved it.
Go!
Yep.
Yeah, I wish you could see me right now, John. I was just freaking out.
See, this is how I felt feeding Yuri chocolate.
Yeah, no, this is how I felt feeding Yuri chocolate as well. I was like, oh, yeah, it's the exact same feeling as that. It's like, oh,
except
anyway.
This game's not going to psychologically torture you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rachel. Sorry. It feels really strange playing a dating sim and getting really excited and your fiance is in the room.
No, that's very true. If I remember correctly, my girlfriend at the time did not like this game very much.
No, I mean, to be fair, I've played dating sims together with Rachel, so
yeah, that's a whole different kettle of fish.
It's a whole different kettle of fish, but so we get it. We're cool, right? We're cool. She says we're cool, so
we're cool. Okay, we're cool.
Okay, it was really exciting, Rachel. She thinks I'm handsome, Rachel. Anyway, she touched my face. She touched my face.
She touched the face.
We're married. We're having 6 kids. We're living in the countryside. Anyway, did you read? Sorry.
I blush a little at her remark before raising a questioning eyebrow.
Okay.
But if you can't see how...
She just felt your face, idiot.
Oh, she is. Just because I can't see, that doesn't mean I don't have my own preferences.
Yeah.
We'd better go now.
Hanako's right. Stay on track.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess we'll see you later, Lily.
Walking through the hallways back to our classrooms, I noticed that Hanako seems quieter than before, but also more comfortable. Lily, her hand on Hanako's shoulder, seems to pick up on her assured pace as well, smiling as they walk. If I could spend the rest of my time at Yamaku like this, I don't think it would be so bad. All that's needed for joy are small exchanges of happiness, after all. As I reach my desk and set my bag beside it, I realize something. Or rather, my stomach does. I was so busy with those two, I forgot to buy lunch. Oh God, man, you're not eating. You're not even eating because you love these girls too much.
Yeah. Oh.
I need to eat. Saturday, my second most favorite day of the week. This is almost entirely due to the fact that it is the day with the second least amount of school, with class ending at the beginning of lunch.
Whoa, you have school on a Saturday? Fuck.
Yeah.
That's rough.
You don't remember the day before the festival, which was on a Sunday, like they were all in school?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot. That's crazy.
I opened my door confidently, myself being more than confident of being able to get enjoyment out of the fine weather and shorter class length. I confidently stride down the hallway. Is he confident? I can't tell. And down the stairs to the lobby of the male dorms. I confidently look behind me to see whose footsteps are approaching. I lose my confidence in this day being enjoyable.
Hey, my man, what's up?
Not much, I guess. Just looking forward to the afternoon. Yeah?
He wraps an arm around my slumped shoulders far too comfortably.
Ugh.
Something's up.
Ugh. Let's step outside, shall we?
I was just about to before you stopped me.
He doesn't
nice
take
hero.
my theatrics well. Ignoring him, I walk outside and start down the steps. It doesn't take too long for him to catch up with me again. I wonder if he wants money or to rant about another conspiracy. Maybe both.
I've got a bone to pick with you. Sorry.
No, it's not your bone.
Uh-huh.
It's about that blonde. You know who I'm talking about.
Conspiracy it is. For a moment I contemplate feigning ignorance, but realize this will go quicker if I just let him get it all out.
Look, dude, she touched my face. I'm
Yep.
sorry. I've become a fucking slave to the feminist agenda. I can't.
Meanwhile, look at Rin's mural in the background.
I know. I was saying her
Beautiful.
mural came out great. So
Yeah.
well done, Rin. Yeah.
Well done, Rin.
Lily, the one from your class?
You're on first name terms with her, you little slag.
He looks positively shocked at this development. Did he not expect me to be able to answer? He gathers himself and coughs into his fist, dramatically, like everything he does.
Well, never mind that. I'm here to warn you. You know, mano to mano.
Warn me about what, Lily?
Yeah, you don't know her, man.
It's mostly true. I've only known her and Hanako for less than 2 weeks, and even then we've just been exchanging banal chatter about school as we while away lunch.
And she touched my face, so we're practically married.
I'm pretty sure you don't either.
That's not the point. You're the one spending inordinate amounts of time with her.
It distresses me that someone like Kenji, who's probably as far out of the loop as one could possibly get, knows about such a trivial fact as to who I choose to befriend. Then again, I am a transfer student, and she's not only the representative of their class, but also a tall blonde. Yeah, that's true. If the new kid gets shacks up with the hot tall blonde chick in the class, who's like student body president or whatever,
Yeah,
word's gonna get around town.
for sure.
I was about to make a reference, but let's leave our high school past out of this, shall we?
Yes,
Maybe I should
please.
appreciate this ranting as a warning that the rumor mill exists in this school and that I'm firmly within it.
Yeah, I never want to relive high school ever again.
It's just lunch. Nothing special.
Look, my man, under the bridge. See this bridge? You're under it. A man's got to do what a man's got to do to get intel. I just want to make sure you don't end up too far under the bridge.
You're losing me, Kenji.
Yep.
That's okay. Lots of people get lost. That's why I'm here to help. Just be careful around her, okay? She looks all harmless on the outside, but I've heard shit. Bad shit. You know, the student council, right?
Oh. He seems to involuntarily shudder as he says the words. Putting him and Shizune together in a room is an amusing mental exercise. I wonder if they've met.
Yeah, she's named Misha in my class. I seem to have dodged the draft, though.
Good man, good man. But this blonde, she was there in the student council, right damn there.
I'm picking up your accent, you little dingus. I see, and
she's not there now. Seriously, think about it. Something must have gone down.
I stopped walking for a moment, giving the idea more thought than I probably should. It would explain the fight it would explain that fight the two had, at least in part.
Yeah,
Wait,
that fucking
what?
epic fight.
Not really. Even leaving the student council would need a catalyst. In the end, it doesn't explain much at all, other than the fact that their feud goes back some ways.
I guess you have a point. I'm not saying how that really affects me, though.
Okay, now field this one. Lily's foreign, obviously.
Obviously.
Now, what nationality is she?
Fun game. I opened my mouth to give the answer, but realised that I have none. In fact, I've given the matter very little thought.
I thought she was French, but at this rate,
Yeah.
I'm thinking she's either American or Russian.
You are wrong.
I am wrong on both.
Yes.
And the French as well.
Yes.
Last one.
Okay.
Last guess. Swedish?
Wrong.
Okay, cool, that's fine. We'll find out.
Yep. Given that she has no accent and acts perfectly Japanese, I suppose it never really seemed important. Now that he mentions it, though, I am rather curious.
To be honest, I don't know. Maybe English? They like to...
Oh.
I probably shouldn't resort to stereotypes, but that's the only lead I have.
You're not thinking. Luckily, you have me here to think for you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
He brushes off the quip effortlessly.
Now answer me this. Who has lots of social power, is filthy, stinking rich? You know, blondes are all rich, right? Has a long history of disputes and used to belong to a much larger organization.
The Roman Catholic Church?
Well, okay, there's that. But there's also the mafia. Come on, rich, foreign. There's no way she doesn't have connections to them. Is she Italian?
Nope.
Okay.
I have reason to doubt the logic of his deductions, but he shows no sign of stopping.
So do you know where I think she's from?
Italy?
Mainland Italy, small time, dude. She must be from Sicily. Oh, those mafioso types come from there. Wait, no, Russia! Damn! This could be bad. The mafia there is serious businessman. Ex-KGB everywhere. Paramilitary's hardcore smuggling and...
Wait, stop. Just slow down a sec. What point are you trying to get at here?
Yeah, what's your point?
You don't know what she'll do, man. I won't get in your way. Agents don't operate like that. But I just want you to be careful. I care about you, man. When the time comes, we'll need all the help we can get. I don't want to lose you, my comrade.
Well, at least he's concerned for me. Kinda.
Yeah.
I wave goodbye to him as we separate out to our respective classes. But I'm not sure that he sees the gesture. Piling my books into my bag, I catch a glimpse of the library books I borrowed last week. I might as well return them, considering they took all of 2 days to finish. I briefly consider inviting Hanako along to the library, but she's already gone. It'll probably be better for my studying if I'm alone anyway. With a quick stretch and a wave to a couple of classmates who give the same to me, I make my way out of the classroom. So he's meeting other people at least.
Yeah.
As I open my bag and shove the books through the return slot in front of the counter, I notice a strange person behind the desk. Old and greying, she must be Yuko's replacement when she's working at the cafe. I begin looking for a free table, a task made somewhat difficult considering that, despite there not being many students in here, they're all sitting at their own tables. Noticing a familiar head of hair, I walk over to one near the Braille section.
And you know what? We are going to head to that Braille section in the next episode.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're enjoying, and hopefully maybe finding out what nationality Lilly is. So
Lilly is, yeah.
yeah, that'll be exciting. So if you enjoyed the video, just do the thing. Subscribe, like the video, ring the bell so you get notifications for when we upload. We upload Monday through to Saturday at 6 without fail. At least for now, anyway. I mean, that's future Julian's problem. So, yeah, without fail, 6 o'clock, Monday through to Saturday. Leave us a little comment. Follow us on Instagram at Part-Timers Gaming. John posts on there, and he makes some really fun posts, I think, anyway. And with that, yeah, we'll see you all next time in the Braille section. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Part-timers, we do this part-time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.